Okay, so one more in the Arse Action series. This, I think, is fucking hard. So, you know, good luck with it. Don't expect too much from yourself, and please don't push yourself so that you actually injure yourself. I put the blocks over there. Blocks can be handy for this, actually. Blocks stroke bricks, you'll want 2 of them. Fingertips pointing forward, coming onto all fours, spiraling up out of the wrist. If you've watched the other Arse Actions, there's one that tells you about how to keep your wrists a bit safer. I'm not going to repeat it all again. We're going to tuck the toes and we're going to head into a downward dog and just have a little paddle. Okay. So, 3-legged dog to start with. So you're coming into your downward dog. You've got that little bend in the knees. You've got the tilt of the pelvis. The arsehole is pointing into the sky. We're then going to extend the right leg out behind us. To start with, keep the pelvis like parallel with the floor, like pointing to the floor. Just check your left foot. So you want that left foot to stay pointing straight ahead. And then squeeze the left glute and lift the right hip to the sky. Keep pointing away with the right toes. Stretching through the arms. Bend the right knee, lift the right knee to the sky, bring the right heel into the arse. You're looking out underneath your right arm and you are lifting the hip and the knee as much as you can. Boom. Flex the foot, extend the leg away. Point and bend back in. Flex, extend, point, bring back in. Flex, extend, point, bring back in. Once more. Flex, extend, point, bring back in. Now, drop the hip down. So the knee now points to the floor. Suck the thigh into the chest and come up onto the toes on the left foot. Slide the left foot back a little bit, just a smidge, and then bring the shoulders over the wrists. And then suck the right thigh into the chest and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Make sure the bottom drops. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap the knee down and bring it back up. Tap the knee down, bring it back up. You're not moving your body, you're just moving the leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Suck it in. Turn the shin to a diagonal and place the right knee next to the right wrist. Now, up to you whether you want your blocks or not here. That toe is still tucked under on the back foot. You might come in with your blocks. I'm just going to give you a few options. So you might come in with your blocks. I try and tuck my tailbone under, and you could come up here with the blocks. And you don't have to have them, right? And then it's quite nice to do this. So interlace your fingers and then point your index fingers high and stretch the arms up. Trying to keep that back leg as straight as possible. Okay, so we're going to tap the back, going to bend the back knee and tap it down and then bring it back up. Bend the back knee, tap it down, bring it back up. 2, 3, 4. Think about the tailbone tuck. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take the hands to the back of the head, open the elbows. You're going to take the left elbow to touch the ground just in front of the right knee.
Get the blocks out of the way first. And then come back up. 1, you're trying to keep the back leg straight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Woo-hoo. Pop the hands down, slide the back leg away, flatten the foot, and come down for a little stretch out through that right buttock. Up to you how far you want to come down. So you could do 1 potato, 2 potato, rest your forehead on your hands. You could come all the way down. You could stretch your arms out. Mine are a bit tight because I've just done the whole, I started off at Arse Action 5, I think. I've done all these videos this morning. So that was quite a lot for me. And that was the easy side. That was my right side. I've still got to do my left side. So we'll see where that goes. But actually this is quite tight for me. So actually I'm going to do this. If you roll over onto that side, you can come into a wide side sitting. Toes to the ceiling, try and get yourself as upright as possible. Sit on a block if you need to. Like if you can feel that you're curling in the lower back, sit on a block. And maybe this just looks like sitting up like that. If that's relatively comfortable for you, you could slide yourself forward if you fancied for a bit of a stretch out. I'm just doing it to give myself a bit of a break, if I'm honest. So as you start to feel yourself release, as you can see, I've just gone into that pose a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper. Bring the knees in. Take the index finger and the middle finger around the big toes and have a little balance. So you take the feet off. You could play with straightening the legs. Soft shoulders. Gaze is a little bit up. I'm not going to roll back because I've got a shit behind me. But you could roll back if you fancied that. Boom, shakalaka-loo. Okay. And then let's do the more tricky side. So, coming back onto all fours. Actually, I'm just going to do a few cat-cows, just because I feel like I need to. So I'm going to. And then from there, coming back into downward dog. Checking your downward dog, checking your feet, checking your hands, find the length. And then we're taking the left leg off. So to start with, you're just taking it off and the pelvis stays parallel with the floor. You're checking your right foot is straight as you then lift the hip to the sky, looking out underneath the left arm. Bend the knee. Oh, I nearly kicked my what's it over. Bend the knee
squeeze the heel into the arse, and then we're flexing and sending it away. Point. I'm trying to work around my thing, so forgive me for the slight awkward movement. See? So we're pointing and bending. We did 5 of those, I think. Did we, or did we do 10? I can't remember. I'm not going to do any more of those because I'm just going to hit the screen. So you crack on and do yours. Oh. So you're going knee to the sky, hip to the sky, all of that. I think we did 10 actually. Drop the hip down. So we drop the hip down and we slide the feet away. You bring the shoulders over the wrists and you suck the knee into the chest. You're dropping yourself down, so you're in a plank position. So it should be belly. And you're holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then tap. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Diagonal the shin, left knee to the left wrist. Bring yourself up. Blocks if you need to. We take the index finger, we make this interlace the fingers, and then take the index fingers high, stretch them up to the sky. And then we're going to tap the knee down, back knee down, bring it back up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I already know this is going to be a nightmare for me. Interlace the fingers round the back of the head, taking the right elbow to tap down in front of the left knee. 1. Trying to keep that back leg straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more, people, one more. 10. Whoosh! Bloody hell. Slide the leg away, coming down. Forearms, palms of the hands, 1 potato, 2 potato. You can stretch your arms out. Enjoy that. Obviously stay down there as long as you want, but it doesn't make good video footage, so I'm coming up. This time I'm going straight back into downward dog. So I've tucked my toes under on my right foot, suck my thigh back in, into my downward dog. Have a paddle. Dropping the knees, flattening the feet, child's pose. And that, my friends, is a wrap. I am going to do, got a tickly throat now. I am going to do a whole like hours sequence focusing on activating the glutes, and we'll look at like the warrior poses and other bits and pieces and how you activate the glutes in our more like in our traditional
yoga poses and in a traditional yoga sequence. So I am going to do that, but I'm not going to do that now because frankly, my arse has had a lot of action. I hope you've enjoyed them. I really hope they're helpful. And I genuinely love to hear if you have found them helpful, if there's anything else you'd like to have a look at and focus on, because it inspires me to, do some videos, right? And because as it stands, you've got no idea who's watched your videos and whether people have found them useful or not. So if you do tell me, it does make a difference. And I've got a new, my website's just being judged by a really good friend of mine. So that's going to be really exciting. But I've got a lot of stuff on my website. There's a lot of information about wellness. There's obviously workshops and retreats and bits and pieces that you could join if you wanted to. And I do online yoga nidra. And so, I've got quite a lot to offer. So, contact me if you want more, I guess. And thanks for coming and watching Arse Action.